Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Dark Knight Reviews, and I hope you all have a nice weekend. Myself, I got a pretty nice weekend because I was able to find these two figures over here that I was missing for my collection of Wave 2 of Kingdom. And it's Core Class Megatron, Core Class Starscream. So it was pretty nice to find them since they were not available in my area, at least when I found the other figures until now. So that's pretty cool. So this completes actually my Wave 2 of Kingdom's Transformers. So now all I gotta do is just finish off all the reviews that I have for them. So anyway, I just want to say thank you for all the people that have supported this channel. It's a brand new channel. I know there's not a lot of content right now, but there's content coming in. Trust me, I have a lot of stuff that I have to do reviews. So I appreciate all those have subscribed and support this channel, and all those have made comments, put likes on it. So I really appreciate it. Now, for those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel so that way I can bring more content for you, for your entertainment. And if for whatever reason you don't feel right now that is the time for subscribing, just go ahead and hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. That way I know I'm doing a pretty good job on these reviews, and also it keeps me motivated to bring more new content for you every week. Now, let's start with the main event, which is basically just the two core classes that we have for Wave 2 of Kingdom. And we're going to do a review, of course, of Lord Megatron, because it would be an insult if I do a review of Starscream before Lord Megatron. And I don't want to see his cannon pointing at me at nighttime. That would not be fun. Anyway, let's start our review of Megatron. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now that we have Megatron out of the package, let's take a look really quick at the package itself. And let's, as you can see, I open it myself. And basically, I like to keep in my box because I put my figures back in the box. That way I can keep them safe. Let's put it that way. Safe from any type of a misfortune or accident that could happen, because I have kids at home. So I gotta be careful with those figures. Anyway, let's look at it really quick. So here is Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron. There he goes, Megatron. Really nice looking Megatron. I like the design that they have on it. It's pretty awesome. All the artwork that they put onto this is really nice. Here we have Megatron, 12 steps to transform. Pretty nice detail on it. Very nice looking Megatron. I honestly like it a lot. So here we have that, and then the instruction that comes with it right over here. Really tiny instructions, as you can see. It's still the nice green color for the Kingdom Line, which I love it. I really like that green color. It looks really nice in it. All right, cool. Now let's look at the figure itself, Megatron, and he kind of moved. Didn't want it to move, but it's cool. Anyway, let's look at over here. Really nice looking Megatron, and I love how they did the chrome in him, more like looking like the Netflix Siege one. So it's really nice on that. Now I took out his gun, which is basically that's himself right there. That's a copy of himself from G1 character, but you can take him off and put it back here, and yeah, that will make him look totally like a G1 Megatron, as you can see in there, right there. Yeah, so it looks really nice. Even though for a core class, it's still pretty detailed on it, and for the small size, you can see it's really small figure compared to the Siege one, or compared to the regular size figures that we have so far. So this is a really nice, and I like that it's not as small as the Micromasters that they did, because those were like about this height, and this one is still a little bit bigger, but it's still looking really nice. And he has a pretty good articulation, as you can see. The articulation of it is pretty nice. Obviously the shoulder you can't really move all the way back because of this over here, but it has pretty good articulation on it that you can post it in different ways. The knees, the legs, those are movable, so that's kind of nice. You can move and post them in different positions. The cannon, you can move the cannon too. The cannon itself doesn't remove. I think it could be removed, It looks like it could be removed from it inside, but I don't want to take a chance. You know, it's a small figure, so I don't want to break it either. So as far as the wrist, it doesn't have any type of wrist movement, and you can move the forearm, as you can see in there. And then over here, this one doesn't really move as much because of the cannon. It's kind of in the way, but this over here is movable right here. Right here you can move this over here, but that's part of the transformation, and that's the reason why you can move that. The head is really movable all the way across. The back, as you can see, basically it's just the back of the tank, the legs, back of the tank. Now, something that I noticed on this figure, that I don't see any wheels on it, so I'm afraid this one doesn't roll like the Optimus Prime. Now the front, you can see over here, the legs pretty G1 looking, so it's kind of nice. Really nice looking figure. I mean, for the size, I really like it a lot. And I like how they combine the colors on it. The red over here, this is all G1 basically. It has a wrist movement, which is nice, and that's part of the transformation too, which is kind of nice. And let's see what else. That insignia, that logo, the Decepticon logo, looking really nice. And like I said before, the chrome actually looks way better than just the regular gray plastic that they put on the Siege or on the Earthrise figure. I don't have the Earthrise figure. You'll see, I only have the Netflix because I didn't really like the Earthrise, to be honest with you. I think it was just basically just they just did a remolding of the head of the tank. That was about it. And I think the best one for me is actually the Netflix, because it has a really nice chrome color. So let's look at over here. Let's put it over here, and we'll do a comparison. Cool. Now for comparison, we have over here Core Class Optimus Prime right there. As you can see, they keep up the same level, so that's kind of nice. And as I was mentioning before, they're actually Core Class is bigger than the Micromaster. So here's the Micromaster that comes with the Netflix Siege of Megatron. As you can see, there's a big difference between them. And here I have something special. I love this one over here. I forgot the name of it, but these are really cool. Really nice looking little, I don't know if they're GoBots. I don't know what they are, but as you can see, there's a little tiny Megatron right there. So that's kind of cute. And of course, regular size Siege Megatron from Netflix. And as you can see, right there. See if you can stand up. Right there. Now let's move the camera a little bit so we can see that size. And right there, that's the whole dad, son, and little baby. That's kind of nice. So yeah, there you go. That's the comparison on size. As you can see, it's a pretty nice size, you know, Core Class. And like I was mentioning before, they use these chrome on this one over here, the chrome from Siege Netflix series, with this one over here, the Core Class Kingdom. So I like that part. That's really nice. Okay, cool. Now let's go with the transformation of Megatron. All right, let's start with the transformation of Megatron. Now the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to take off his gun. We're going to put it on the side, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to turn around his arm to kind of facing this way, like that, looking like that. And the same thing, we're going to move his cannon to the opposite side, and we're going to move his wrist over here all the way until it kind of covers that side. The reason is because this is going to fall and it's going to be covering like that his hands. All right, after we do that, then we come over here and we can just separate this area over here, which is just attached from these ports over here, and we're just going to put it all the way up, kind of like this, like that. And then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna separate the arms, and we're gonna join them together, which is gonna be that main cannon right there. And as you can see, this goes inside there, in that port in there. So basically we just align it together right there. There you go. And we just kind of align it a little bit, and that's about it. Now we're gonna put this over here like this, and we're gonna close it up. As you can see, this kind of moves over here, and it locks in there. So now we have the front of the tank, and yep, right there. And we're gonna work in the bottom. So for the bottom, you're just gonna turn around his waist over here. As you can see, he kind of goes in there. So now we're gonna separate the legs over here, which separates like that. Very easy, just like that. And then this over here, we're just gonna bend it over here. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, right there. So basically this over here is gonna get into that little port, if you can see it in there. So that's gonna, oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. So this is gonna connect to this over here. Okay, so we're just gonna try to connect it in there like this. There you go, right there. And then we're gonna connect this over here. So that's the first leg that we got. Now we're gonna connect the other one. The same thing. Hopefully this time I can do it better for you on the camera. We're gonna connect this over here, right there. And we're just gonna connect this over here. And we're just gonna align it so it's all aligned. Now we have pretty much already done. And the last piece, which is his gun, now he's gonna become the point of the little tip of the gun, of the cannon. And there he is, Lord Megatron in his tank modes. As you can see, very looking nice tank right there. Just align a little bit, but not a complicated transformation. Very easy transformation, not complicated at all. Right there. Cool. Nice looking tank. Okay, so here we have Megatron transformed in his tank mode on the core class. As you can see, it's a really nice detail tank, really nice looking. Let's look at it really close. You guys can actually see all the details that they put on it. It's really nice. It's unfortunate they didn't put wheels on it. As you can see, Megatron in there smiling, looking at you like, what you looking, boy? Yeah, it's really nice. I really like it. You can see in there, you can point out the gun up, so it's kind of nice. You can fully go 360 on the head of the tank, so that's kind of nice too. All the details, really nice. The silver with the black combined. I wish you would have put more chrome on this one, but it's okay. It's a gunmetal color, gray, so it's okay. It's nice. Now remember, this is a core class, so I mean the size really actually matters as far as the transformation and what can be shown, what cannot be shown. But it's still a really good looking figure. I really like it, honestly. I don't really mind if it's just possible. I mean, it could slide. Not really, but I wouldn't do it on the carpet. It wouldn't slide on the carpet, but at least it could kind of slide in here. So there you go. Now for comparison, here we have Optimus Prime right there on core class ultimate mode. As you can see, I think it's much bigger than Optimus Prime. It's a tank. You can see the size in there. Obviously way bigger than Optimus Prime, which is nice. That's kind of nice. Now with one of the masters, micro masters, this one right here, which came with the Netflix Megatron, as you can see in there. You can kind of put it in here. I was just playing with it a little bit earlier, and you can put it in there. It kind of looks cool like that, actually. Looks like it has some missiles in the back. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to hold with it, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But that would be nice if they have like a set of pegs or something. If this would have something to hold in there, you can actually put it in there, and that would look really nice, like an aircraft missiles, or yeah, aircraft missiles or air destroyers. I don't know what they call. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what will be the lingo for that. And compared with the little tiny Megatron right there, and of course with the real bigger, meaner Megatron. Although this one is kind of mean. He has a mean face. Let me, yeah, get the camera right there. Yeah, his face is kind of mean. Looks more like the G1 face compared to the Siege one. I didn't get to see it. I mean, you gotta see Megatron in there. So it's a little bit different face. But yeah, let's say for example, I have over here this one, which you guys can see kind of resemble his face in there, like a G1. This is a red line, so it's supposed to be more accurate to the cartoons. So I guess that's what they want to go by. All right, cool, nice. All right, let's finish up this review, everybody. And with this, we finish up the review of Megatron Core Class Kingdom. And as you can see, I just put it on top of Megatron, the tank mode from Siege, Netflix. So it's a very fun figure to play with, fun figure to pose with it. You can do many things with it, and as you can see also, I add the Jetfire effect on it on this cannon, so it looks really nice. I put the cannon in the back, the pistol in the back, so that way it looks like a G1 character on top of the tank. So it looks very nice. To me, it looks very nice. Honestly, I was gonna put it on top of T-Rex Megatron, kind of like resembling Willy with Grimlock, but I didn't have Megatron T-Rex with me at this moment, so I had to work with what I have right now, and it was just Megatron himself on the tank mode from Netflix Siege. So anyway, as you can see, it's a pretty fun figure, so definitely if you get to get it, you know, you will have a lot of fun with it. Very possible, easy transformation, and it just looked really nice. The color looks really nice and everything. I don't have any downs on that, other than just the wheels. Doesn't have any wheels to roll, but you can just post it in there, so it's fine. Not a big deal for me. Maybe for some people it will be, but at least for me it's not. So hopefully you guys like this review, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like, also give me a thumbs up. Even if you don't subscribe, just give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you guys are watching this and you actually enjoy it, and that's basically the whole point of this, to enjoy some reviews of Transformers. All right, well, we'll see you on the next review, and have a great day. Bye bye.